marriage is the core thing on the earth. Somehow we have socialized and civilized ourselves out of that knowledge. So marriage has now become a secondary thing. And what we don't realize is that everybody comes from a family. Everybody comes from the first point of contact you have on this earth is family. And your first experience with that family affects the rest of your journey. If you land in a good family, there's a higher chance your life turns out good. If you land in a horrible family, there's a high chance your life turns out horrible. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Everybody comes from a family. All the people causing trouble in the world came from a family. And if their family had it right, they would have turned out better. When I see young girls naked on the internet, one of the things I ask myself is, where is their father? Where are their brothers? You know, before your madness reached the market square, it's because somebody didn't lock the door when you were exhibiting the madness at home. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? Any public madness is a sign of local, slackness. Somebody at home did not correct your head. That's how you got naked in the market. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? That's what family is for. So we think some other things are more important. We think money is more important. We think education is more important. But family is number one. I always share that Harvard did a study, and they found out that the study lasted close to 100 years. And what they found out was that the one thing that affects a human being's life the most is the relationships in his life. And the chief of all relationships is family. Not his career, not education, not all these things. Family. And we can even learn that from God. The first institution God started is family. First one. I always say that if God felt education would have changed the world, he would have made Adam a professor. If God felt politics would have changed the world and made Adam a president. If God even felt the church would have changed the world and made Adam a pastor. The first thing he made Adam was a husband and a father. I'm a pastor. I've been a pastor for close to 30 years. So, we pastors generally walk around with a strong sense of importance. I'm a pastor. But when God began to show me that the marriage comes before church, I was not happy about it. I can tell you for free. Because, we as pastors, we need to teach our members that coming to church is very important. But God said the family comes before church. That the criteria to be a pastor or a bishop is to run your own home well before you come and run God's home. Is somebody getting what I'm saying? So your own home is a qualification to even come and run God's home. All the work that church does is the work that family failed to do. I think we need to bring back that mentality. Because there are many husbands here that feel I can live anyhow. It is bishop that needs to live right. Bishop is the example. Me, I can live anyhow. We need to let those fathers know you are also a bishop in your home. I say this sometimes, that we have just about 6 or 7 or 8 popular online pastors husbanding all the women in the body of Christ. I will let that sink. Let me drink water. Because if you understand what the meaning of the word husband is, you realize it's the job of every man. But what has happened is that the men have vacated their seat for the men of God to husband all the families of the earth. And that's not what God intended. That's why there's a struggle. The part of the job, I'll get into it as I go on. But you need to understand that the family is the first, is the first church, really. And those that have been in ministry, the pastors here, we understand. The people that give us stress in church are people that didn't come from solid homes. I've been a pastor for a long time. I've pastored people that were children when they came to church. Now they have grown-up children that I still pastor in church. I've seen the trends. Good homes usually bring good behavior. Bad home, you will see everybody from that home will give you problem in each department they join. Are you here, somebody? Family is very important. In fact, they did an experiment some time ago, many years ago, about addiction. They normally do experiments with rats. So they use this rat, they put hard drugs, and they put normal water. And this rat, would taste the water, taste the drugs, but when it tasted the drugs gave it a high, so the rat became addicted to the drugs till it died. Didn't want to take anything except the drugs. It died. So they were trying to explain how addiction works. And somebody came and said, this is not a real experiment. That you put this rat in isolation. That put the rat in family. So they did another experiment, same drug and water, and now put many rats. So they were mating and raising offspring. And they found out in that community, none of them, even though they tested the drug, none of them became addicted to the drug. Family is powerful. They found out in a community, you can be saved from addictions, saved from other things that are vices. Satan can't harm you until he isolates you. Are you getting what I'm saying? Family is powerful. So, part of what I'm laying as foundation today is the importance of family. Come on, say with me, family is important. It's the first thing God established on the earth. First institution.